radio, only static in my ear. Wondering if the bands will bring the voice so clear. If a signal breaks on through, it will spark a wreck you, fresh and new. Static fades, it hopes arise. Silent air now fills with cries, waiting for that perfect sound when a contact will be found. Bands go up and bands go down. Sometimes smile, sometimes frown. When the bands are open wide, when I hear a voice inside, it makes my heart start racing true. When I start a brand new at you.
And the delay. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. Good day.
Howdy, howdy. How's everybody doing?
They got to make that delay better.
Yeah, I like that delay. It's funny. I'm like waiting. Old. Yeah, Scott, I guess you're talking about me. I finally showed up. I don't think I was last, though. One of the guests was last, as it should be. I should have been here earlier. But I was trying to watch as much as Jason's as possible because that conversation's interesting. I'm like him, though. I don't think they're going to change anything with GMRS.
It's interesting to see what they're going to do if they let it through.
Yeah, it would be very cool, though, if they did. Because that sounds like I don't know a lot about it other than what Jason talked about, but it sounds pretty cool. But let's get into it, guys. So tonight, as you saw on the, I personally drew a thumbnail of those radios and things because I'm that good. I tried, guys. I tried taking old photos and putting it together. I'm like, it just doesn't work. And so then I run it
Paul,
through vidIQ. Yeah.
We got a huge shout out here. Wes, Mr. Mudsham Radio Times in chat.
Yeah, but he's leaving. Oh, 5'9", guys.
5'9", not
okay, I was thinking 73. Hey, Wes, good to see you, man.
Wow.
He's got a fun channel, guys. If you have to, not like I need to send anyone over there. Wes, Mr. 100K. He's always got really cool ideas and videos. He was one of the first guests. In fact, Frank was the first guest, and then I believe the second guest was Wes from Mr. Mud's Radio, and Simon from Ham Jazz, I think, was the second guest on Rag2.
Yeah, because I think I went, hey, reach out to these guys. They're good.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. All right. So anyway, let's get to the GoKit challenge because we've got Scott from the Ham Stop and Kelly from Kelly here tonight, joining us tonight. Kelly's is a bit choppy. Hopefully we're going to get you clean here, Kelly. But what we're doing tonight is different than normal. I mean, it's the same, but it's different. I didn't want it to be the same walkthrough and questions, the same questions that we've done. What have we done this, Scott? 3 years? 2 years? How long have I been doing it? 2 years, I guess? 3 years? I don't know. But you guys have been doing the GoKit challenge longer than that. So what I've asked the guys that are joining tonight to do is to come up with a unique question, different way of question and asking these guys about GoKit challenge. But first, I want to introduce Kelly. And Kelly, just tell us whatever you want to tell us about yourself, how long you've been in ham radio, and why you find it interesting, or anything you want about GoKits or radio or whatever you want.
So I got into ham radio. It was probably around 1993 when I got my license. Found a class at a church near me and went through their class, got my license as a technician. Started out over in the Mesquite area, and I was a part of the Ham Association Mesquite for a while in the early ham days, and then moved up here to Denton County and started doing ham radio with the club here.
Awesome. Yeah, that's and we're very active in this area in and around Denton County. Very active. There's three clubs or four clubs? 3, I guess, in the county. Very active clubs. Is there 4? What am I missing, Scott?
3.5.
Ladark.
Yeah.
3 official clubs.
Laird's Ladark. Thank you, Kelly. 3 official clubs. And very active. And they kind of each have their own unique approach. So it's very cool. We all kind of intermingle because we're all pretty much members of all of them. But anyway. All right, Scott. So let us know. Same question, but also if you want to say anything about the ham stop or anything coming up on in the ham stop.
We talk about ham stop too often. We don't need to talk about ham stop. I've got all the orders that I want to do for today. I will say this is GoKit. We're going to talk about GoKit tonight. And is it 9 years? 9 years I've done radio, and of that, 7 or 8 years of this has had GoKit involved in one way or the other.
Yeah.
Conversations between friends turn into something real, and all of a sudden, something real being, well, we have to do it next year. And it's just a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun with friends here in the Denton County area.
Yeah, it's great. I keep telling myself, and I've mentioned many times, that this is a great area to be in for amateur radio. Texas in general, but specifically in and around Denton County, Dallas County, Denton County, Tarrant. It's all pretty active. Colin as well. So that's a nice shirt you got too, by the way. I just thought I'd mention it.
I know, isn't this good? Yeah, I mean,
I think I did gray. Anytime someone orders a black shirt, I try to do gray, so it's kind of that blackout look.
I like this black one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, and it's taken me a little time, but I got a shirt out this week. So if you're a piglet and you've been a piglet for 12 months consecutive, I try to stay on top of it, but it's with other things I do, I'm sometimes behind. So if you've been a piglet for 12 months or more and haven't gotten your shirt, please DM me or email me your color and size and call sign so that I can get that sent out to you. And if you have been a Razorback for 3 months, that one's a little easier because there's fewer for me to keep track of, or Hog for 6 months. Let me know and I'll get you a shirt. Okay, so what's that?
We'll have to talk after the show or something, because pretty sure I've been around as long as you had the channel memberships.
Yeah, but being around, Frank, it doesn't justify me buying you a shirt.
As a channel member, I mean. As a channel member.
No, YouTube doesn't lie.
So it had those little faults that anyway, that's after show stuff.
We'll see, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we got a good group here and we're going to get some good questions. So I'm going to go in the order that I see. I'm assuming everyone sees the same order, but we're going to start below me with Michael from Getting Out in Life, who evidently I've got to get him a shirt because I see an MTC shirt there, not a.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just kidding.
It was me jumping in the shower and throwing on a shirt real quick.
Also, before you ask your question, also in chat, if you have a question, we're going to pin your questions and then we'll get to those after we go through the group here. So if you have a question specific to them, a GoKit challenge, put it in chat. All right, Michael.
Okay. Are there any new categories, and what would be a good means to make suggestions for new categories for GoKit challenge?
And whoever's talking, I'll move you to the big screen. You guys just
win. If you want a voice, win.
Win. Oh yeah. Well, explain that though, Scott. Why? Explain that.
Okay, so the leadership of GoKit appears to be just Kelly and I a lot of times because we're the front faces of it, but it's not. It's all of these guys. These are the people that are making the decisions for GoKit. And the guys that are on the mobile plate, the guys that are on the small cup, those are your leaders. If you've won, you have a voice. You get to make a decision where it goes, what it does, what the new categories are. These are things that we discuss throughout the year. Will I say that we vetoed some things? I don't know, Kelly, did we ever veto anything? Oh, he's over there nodding.
He's nodding.
I always tell him if it starts looking like a job, I'm not going to play the game anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I love the idea of new categories. You know, our most recent category addition is the 50 and over category, specifically designed to bring in the technician class license operator. It's hard for them to be able to compete with the HF guys. So by creating a category specifically for the technician class license, it allows that guy with the a simple dual band radio and an ammo can and a battery to be able to compete and have their own category and have an opportunity to win. So that one, before that, we brought in the mobile category, and it was because we saw a demand. We saw somebody come in with an incredible storm chase set up in a vehicle and thought, we really do need to create this mobile category because there are some guys who have put together some really good vehicle installs that are worthy of a competition. So are there possibilities for additional categories in the future? Yes, there are. If you've got a suggestion for a category, hey, we're always listening. And then we take it to the other guys that have already won. And we say, hey, here's some of the ideas that are being kicked around. What are your thoughts? So really, we do, like Scott said, we're the front-facing face of the GoKit Challenge, but we do rely a lot on the previous winners and their opinions on how it should go. You want to get on that board of directors, come out and compete and win.
I was just curious where the suggestion box was, but I'm always curious if anybody's creative enough to have another category, because I think you got them pretty much covered there.
There was one that was kicked around here for the last several years, which was, what if we had a club category where clubs could enter their own vehicles and stuff like that? And I think that was the most recent one that got vetoed, because in our county, there's only one club that has bigger vehicles and has all the extra vehicles. So the comment was, when the other clubs in the area get those that want to bring them out and play, then we'll do it. But there again, we didn't want to fill the parking lot with a bunch of club vehicles either. Was the other decision with that, because as this has grown, you've got to have a place to park everybody. If you get 15 vehicles that are parked out there that are big scale vehicles, there's no place to park. And that was kind of what really kind of did the deal in. Kelly goes, okay, so imagine you get all these cities that bring these vehicles out to show off the vehicles. Where are we going to park anybody? You're going to be walking clear from the soccer fields, and the soccer fields are already busy. So where are we going to put our people? And he's right. That's a category for somebody else to play with.
Jordan's got a good question.
Yeah, I was clicking at the same time, Paul. How about the best breakfast? Jordan brought some awesome brisket tacos.
Yeah, you could even add like a meal thing. Yeah, anyway, that's another conversation for sure.
Another cook-off going. A tangent.
All right. Anything else on that?
Cook-off?
Anything else on Michael's question there?
No, I'm good.
All right, John.
What has been the most unique entry you guys seen so far?
Go, Kelly.
So the most unique I think I found was probably Roger Carver with the voting booth. It was very unique. It was different. You're used to seeing everything coming in some kind of a case, whether it be a Pelican case or a Gator box, something along those lines. He brought out a voting booth and set everything up. I think it was Roger Carver that did that. And, so it was unique. It stood out. It made a difference. I think one of the neatest ones and all encompassing that we had was, wasn't last year's champion, but it was the year before. A guy brought out a Milwaukee pack out, and in the bottom section of the pack out, he had the battery packs. Above that, he had a toolkit with meters and cables and things of that nature. And then he had the radios, and it was just a very well laid out and very organized, easy to move around because it was on wheels. So, you know, we've had some really good ones. Those are probably the two that stand out most in my mind.
Let me show real quick. This is the election ballot, or the, what do you call it? The ballot box.
The voting booth.
Yeah, it's just a voting booth. As you can see, he's got it all up there and it folds out. I don't think we have Cliff's Milwaukee in here, do we? I don't.
Yeah, you do.
There
It
might
should be. But
it should
you
be
can't
there.
miss it if you see it.
I
Not
have to say
the copy of yesterday's will be.
24.
You're on 23 photos.
You got to go to 24.
Oh, whoops. Yeah. No wonder.
Good job, Paul.
There you go.
There we go.
That guy.
There's Kelly, Mike. Mike was a wiener.
They love me. They love me.
That's Cliff right there. That's the one. He's the guy with the Milwaukee.
Yep. He's the one that had the pack out set.
The most unique one that I've ever seen, he didn't get to enter.
Oh, look, there's the voting booth right there. I didn't know it was in there too.
Roger entered the voting booth twice.
Oh, okay. All right.
The first year he brought it in, it was cold. He showed up late, and he didn't get a lot of tickets.
I think I had the smallest so far. Everything fit in that bag. That's QRP, the battery, the key, everything fit. That's all right. I don't think I was really trying to win anything. Yeah, Rob was there showing some satellite action. Where is the pack? There's Rob doing some satellite. I'm not sure if he'll be out again this year, but hopefully.
Was he doing satellite or was satellite doing him? That
No, he was.
You know,
yeah, he's always out there doing satellite.
Last I heard from him, he doesn't think he'll be able to make it. He's
Well,
still
I
got
guess
that,
we didn't have a picture of that in there.
No, we didn't have it. I just wanted to show this is me trying to record Rob getting a satellite contact
So my favorite one that
with my championship necklace
is different. It didn't get to get entered. It was Kelly's guitar case. No, actually, it's his steamer trunk.
Yeah, the steamer trunk.
Yeah,
was
is that
yes?
Is that in here? That's in here,
cannot
right?
enter it because he's a judge.
It would be in last year's if it's there.
It's in my video from last year.
I was gonna
The
say
thing
it's
is,
in
and
Michael's and it's in my video.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing extravagant about that. It is nothing more than a steamer trunk box replica that I picked up at a Goodwill and stuck a battery and a radio in it. And it got a lot of cool feedback last year. So Peyton has decided, yesterday we took it out to the Irving Ham Fest, and Peyton announced to the world that it's her GoKit and that we need to deck it out with some LED lights and some other things. So we'll see where we go from there.
It comes with
I support
Skittles.
that, Peyton. I support
Kelly,
that.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is that her radio that's in the box?
No, it is not.
I didn't see it, Kelly. I don't think it's in this
Some
list.
folks don't know, but Peyton actually has a radio of her own.
She does.
She does. If she would just actually, Peyton has several radios of her own. She just needs to get a license.
I just want to say this is the one I thought was most creative, but unfortunately didn't realize it was even a radio until the vote. It was like too late. I'd already given out my tickets. The radio on this scooter.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't know it.
Oh.
The cup was hidden in the back. There's the battery, the radio. I think here's the head of the Yaesu 400.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find yours, Kelly.
Oh well.
See it.
I talked to Bill yesterday. She's sick, and they're not certain she's going to get to come. We'll have to see whether she gets to bring her scooter or not this year.
She needs to bring the scooter and then have that cup in the front so people know it's an entry.
Well, and not everybody knew that she was entered in the mobile category either.
Yeah. Well, it's right there behind Frank there on the table, but unfortunately not close enough to see it. You just have to come out to take a look at it, guys. There's Scott. He's in the chat. That's his mobile command.
Which
we'll call
Scott
it.
said if you want him to come in tonight, he will come in. You just need to send him the link.
Oh yeah. Can we give him the link? Maybe send it in Signal.
I think I can. I got it. Or you got it, Michael?
I mean, I can copy
Sean, can
it.
you go ahead and send it?
I got it.
All right, thanks.
Let's see. And then this is Sean's is there too, I think. I passed it.
You passed the
right
little
here.
red.
We can't really see what you have because yours was all internal.
And your microphone's blocking it.
Oh yeah. That usually disappears. That's weird. Supposed to disappear. There it is.
Sort of.
A task. Well, yeah, it's all inside. But the antenna's there, of course. But see if Scott comes in and wants to say anything. There's both of them, the mobiles. So yeah, not many last year, but
Not
you know,
many
I didn't enter my Jeep because I'm trying to give other people a chance.
So one of the benefits of entering the mobile category is you get upfront parking.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
All right, let's go back. Yeah, here, let me switch over here.
So, Paul, Interstellar Starman wants to know when we're going to get around to discussing money. He knows there's a range.
Money for what?
I don't think there is a range. It's whatever you put
Give
together.
us money. He's going to pay Kelly and I off.
Yeah, if you want to donate.
No, I think probably how much it takes for you guys to run this.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, cost to run it. We run this thing on a shoestring.
Very much so.
We fund the vast majority of it out of our pocket. And then if people donate back to us, basically it just refills our pockets. If there's any money left over, it just goes in an envelope, gets thrown in the box, and it'll get used next year. Honestly, we probably run this whole thing less than $400 between the rental of the pavilion. And keep in mind, a lot of the stuff is donated by members. So all of the plaques that are provided, those are donated by one of our previous winners. The etching on all of the name tags, that's all provided by one of our previous winners. So a lot of the food that comes out, it's donated by people. They just bring it. So, you know, the cost to this really is negligible, and it's spread out over such a wide area that it really doesn't create a major problem. And this is just my opinion. I like to keep it that way because I do want to keep it as a simple, fun ham radio event. I don't want to see it get overcomplicated. That's one of the things that I always worry about, is that we're going to make it look like work, and we don't want it to be work. We want it to just be a lot of fun where ham radio operators come and enjoy one another's company.
Yeah, I think we bought pins last year, which cost almost equals what Kelly paid for the park. So we split the difference last year on that. We had pins left over, gave some out at 2 or 3 that Hamfest we knew we would draw people from. So we have enough pins again this year that we didn't have to do. So Kelly and I split the cost of the pavilion. One of our winners ponied up a prize. Another one that's hoping to be a winner is buttering us up with a prize. I mean, I don't think there's even the food has been donated. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that's awesome. That in itself says an awful lot about the guys here in the radio community that will play radio. Is they step up and they want to come out and play radio and have fun. And it doesn't have to be something that's a lot of cost and a lot of money. If your club doesn't have a ton of money, you can still do it. You can still have a lot of fun. And yeah, I mean, I'm with Kelly on this. This should be fun.
I'm just looking for questions.
So that answered Interstellar Starman's question.
All right, let's move to Mr. Mudd's got. Let's get this question out, and then we'll move to another person. What's the oldest radio you made into a GoKit? That's, I think, is out to a general question.
Ooh.
ICOM 706 Mark II-G.
Okay.
Older than what I did. I took a 991.
Wow.
Kelly, what was yours?
So the radio that's in the steamer trunk is a 710A. So it's probably a 15-year-old radio.
Anyone else?
Just
the one that's in the car.
Motorola.
That one was the Yaesu 7800.
Motorola Spectra. 110 watts of power, and it was built in the late 80s, early 90s.
I was going to say, you probably got me beat for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are all newer.
I got to go with the old school.
I don't have anything older to.
Yeah, I think the oldest one. I mean, I don't recall when the 706 was released, but I also have a semi GoKit with a ICOM 7000 in it as well.
Yeah, my 705 is probably the oldest, I would think.
So Jody says, so long as nobody donates steak and lobster in an effort to sway judging, it's all good and friendly.
Hey, we
I mean,
are
people-
real clear up front. We can be bought. That's the fun
There
part
you go.
about this,
I
okay?
mean, people bring donuts for
Yes.
votes. So
The key
Well, why do you
thing-
guys think Scott won 3 times?
There you go.
Hey, I only brought donuts last year. By the way.
The key is to this, though. My votes and Kelly's votes are only 10 votes.
All right, Mr. Mudd, 73 West. Have
Hey,
a great
Wes,
one.
thanks.
That's the fun about this is that sure you can bribe the judges all you want, but there's only 10 votes between the two of us.
Yeah,
And what do we judge? Does your radio work?
yeah, you got to make a QSO.
Yeah.
2 QSOs.
2. Yeah,
But it depends on whether you have a third judge or not.
And we did not even have that rule that your radio had to work in the first 2. No, first 1.
first 4, I think.
Was it the first 1, Kelly?
I've made
First
contacts,
4.
both of mine.
You're muted, dude. I can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Kelly. Now you're muted. Something's not right.
You muted yourself. The big mute button's on your screen there.
Yeah, try there. Now try
There
it
you
again.
go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the first year we tried doing that because I told Laird, I said, no, prove it. I want to see it work. And it was a rainy day, and he's still unhappy with me about that. But I
did the
think
same thing. I did the same thing to Scott his first year. The very first year, he's so far out ahead of everybody in the cup count with the tickets that I walked over and I looked at his kit. I mean, this thing, yeah, beautiful, blinged out. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And I walked up to him and said, "Okay, now you got to prove it works." He's like, "Okay, no problem." Off the car, comes back, throws up the antenna, and stands there, makes 2 HF contacts, just like nothing. And everybody's going, "Where'd this guy come from?"
So Dave has a good question here, and then we'll move on to the next host.
Oh, I told him he could come in
Yeah.
on the channel to ask that.
He should have the link. I think has access to that channel on Discord. But so
I told him where it was. So,
Dave's
yeah.
got fairly new RV, a nice setup. So he's asking, and there is they would be a yes, right? And what's the
Absolutely.
example would be the last winner, right?
the last winner was
24.
yeah, Scott
Oh,
was the last
2024.
winner. 24 is Jim
Jim
Lavin.
Yeah.
He won with what do they call him? It's not a Class C. It's the van.
It's a
with
Class
the-
B. It was a Winnebago Travado.
Yes.
59 G, not the 59G, the 59K.
But yeah, so yes, you may bring your RV if it's got a really cool setup and you think it can take the mobile
Yeah.
category. You're welcome to bring it out.
Well,
Half
Dave
the
is
stories
you
I
ha-
heard
you
of
haven't
Dave
seen
is
what
true.
Dave-
Yeah, I'm screwed.
Bring it, Dave.
You-
Bring
you-
it.
you-
Bring it.
He's
Look,
in it right
look,
now.
bring
He's in it, right? Yeah.
Look at Dave.
Yeah,
Look at Dave's
Here,
setup right
let's,
there.
Let's
just
go ahead
for
and-
what we can see from behind him, I'm
Okay.
not like
I'm bigging them then. There you go.
But Dave, you have to you have to be there. Actually, you can't do it. There's no zooming the contest.
You got
Oh,
3D
I
printers
would
in
have
your
to
RV?
roll up in the parking lot. I
You
just
got to
have
roll it in, buddy.
And take up 17 parking spaces.
Yeah, you remember he's what, 38 foot long, Dave?
Yeah, almost 40.
You
So
can
for
turn it around the parking
That's
lot.
trailer.
There's enough room.
For those who don't know Dave, if you want to get into Meshtastic, he's with Seed Studio. He's the man to talk to. So,
he's the mesh master.
The mesh
waiting for his
dealer.
sticker still, the mesh dealer.
Looks like he's also into 3D printing as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was going to say
That's
that's the
supposed
first
to
time
be
I
right here, but I'm waiting. I had a nice gray shelf made, and I'm waiting for it to come in, and then this will go.
Oh yeah, man, you got quite the stockpile back there.
That's
Nice.
an X1 carbon.
Going
isn't
on
it?
too.
I see it's finally in the trailer.
It is.
That's the first time I've seen a 3D printer in a RV ever.
There's a lot.
No, new category.
Yeah.
Kidding. All right.
So in
I
the
think.
GoKits on Discord, I posted pictures.
Okay. Let me move. We'll bring Scott back over here. And I think that was your question, right, Sean? Sean, was your question the last?
I was the last one up here, yes.
All right. Dave, Hillbilly Ham.
All right. Well, I had one, and I think that's Paul's question, so I'm not going to ask that.
You can ask it because did I ask it when we were live?
No, you did not ask it when we were live. We were talking in the back, but I've got another one.
Okay. All right.
Because they've been doing this for 9 years and being judges. What are you? I mean, you said it's got to work and stuff. I know you've seen all kinds of things. What are you looking to see innovated in GoKits to be able to say it's the winner of that division?
Let Scott answer.
So, from my perspective, since I've won 3 times, so I can kind of speak to that. I look for compact, lightweight, all mode. I mean, understandably, the 50 and over category is not an all mode category, but for the rest of them, for like the people's choice, it should be something that if you need to, and I'm focusing on this from an emergency deployment perspective, if you need to load a radio up in the back of your car, Jeep, truck, whatever, with an antenna and go out and be able to provide communications for people, that is what I look at. I look at the unique setup for that and how somebody can do that. I'll stop there.
Yeah, because it's like you said, it's a ticket thing. Everybody's voting. But
Right.
Scott, Kelly, you guys want to comment on that question?
It's a popularity contest as well. If you can bring enough friends that'll show up and vote for you, your chances are that you're going to win. And that's part of what makes this it's not only a popularity contest, because some people have showed up with what I would have thought would have been the walkaway. But then somebody shows up with something that, just like Scott said, that is just above and beyond. And all their friends go over and put their tickets in that other guy's cup, not their friend's cup. And bring more friends. That's the best. Bring more friends.
Well,
And donuts.
Well, yeah.
And donuts.
That makes sense. And you said all mode. Scott, you didn't mean all mode, all bands, just all mode, correct?
Well, yeah, no, all mode, all band. So, like, an ICOM 7100 or an ICOM 7000, or obviously I'm kind of an ICOM guy. So, the what I have that I had in the mobile kit last year was an ICOM 7100, and I can do everything with that GoKit that needs to be done to contact anybody.
So while we have Scott up on the screen, Interstellar wants to know which flavor of Linux you're running.
I run Fedora, and I'm a little bit biased. I actually work for Red Hat, so kind of a dog food type person.
There you go, Starman.
Are you running Fedora because they moved that downstream and put CentOS upstream?
No, CentOS really doesn't play into the equation for Red Hat anymore. So I've been running Fedora since I think Fedora 20, maybe even 19.
Is it pretty easy to incorporate Linux on like WinLink and all those things that we might use for MCOM? Because I haven't even looked at it.
So WinLink will run under Wine, and like Vera FM and that type of stuff, that'll all run under Wine on Linux if they're Windows specific programs. Nobody's ported any of those things over to Linux itself, but I don't use Windows for anything ham radio related other than using RT systems to program radios that are not part of Chirp.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure Jason KM4 ACK has a bit of stuff ported over to Linux, as far as like FARA and that sort of stuff goes.
I'd have to look it up. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to that, to be honest with you. I touch it when it piques my interest, and other than that, I just like was it N3 FJP, the logging software. I got it running under Wine. It's not supported at all, but I got it running under Wine, so I run it on my Linux laptop when I go out and do POTA. And it works great.
I'll leave you with this for Linux. Look up or make a note of this 73 Linux. That's what Jason has created, and you might like it.
I think I need to have
I'll take a look at it.
We need a Linux rag or two stream talking about incorporation, how to do the ports and all that sometimes. So
probably which flavor works best for those that are beginning in Linux.
Let's keep going though.
Let's get back on track though.
Yeah.
Kelly, did you want to chime in on the vote? What was it? What was the question about voting?
Yeah, they were talking about judging. So when you talk about when Scott and I are doing the judging, and sometimes we've had Scott Croft help us also. Basically, we are just going around to say, yes, your radio works. We come up to the radio, we tell the operator to make 2 contacts because we want it to be a functioning GoKit that does its task. The voting is all done by the members, so we can take a minute to talk about that. Every entrant receives a red solo cup, or the cup of the color for the day. Everybody that's an entrant gets a cup, and they write their call sign on it. And then every person that shows up receives 5 tickets. And you take your 5 tickets and you go around and you look at everyone's kit. You ask questions to the operator. Why did you build it this way? Why did you choose these radios or this wiring or this battery? And then you make your decision of which ones you think are worthy of your tickets. And so you might drop a ticket in one guy's cup, or we make you write that person's call sign on the ticket, drop it in their cup. And you go around and see the next guy and you go, oh man, this is another cool one. And you write that call sign on a ticket and you drop it in the cup. At the end of the competition, we bring all those cups together and we count the tickets. So when we say it's a popularity contest, yes, in a lot of ways it is. But it's the members or the participants and the attendees that are making that decision. How they judge those kits on which ones are the best is really up to them. If I were judging, well, there has been discussion in the past about making the judging more uniform and competitive to where you're creating a checklist of things and you go to each kit and you say, okay, you've got all the sideband capabilities, you've got all of these bands, you've got, WinLink, you've got EchoLink capabilities, whatever it is. And then you kind of give each one a score and you choose a winner that way. Remember I said I didn't want to make it work. I didn't want to make it a job. That sounded like a job to me. And so we've decided not to do that at this point.
It sounds like a good idea, but yeah.
Well, the key is at this point, and I think when Scott wins the 15 over category, he has to retire because he's won all the categories. So we're just going to make him the technical judge from then on. And he'll probably go around and actually judge kits accordingly. That's something that has been discussed. But yeah, he's got one more to go. He can't.
Well, maybe each person can kind of have their own little mental checklist, like Scott was mentioning, or whatever, and what you think makes a good go box. But I would keep a really broad check box for just creativity.
Yep.
Not so much, oh, this is gonna work when the zombies are attacking me, or whatever. Just keep an open mind to things and what it takes for someone to think of their go box and how they put it together. So it's just I just like the fun of it. I like the checklist idea because it should check a few boxes if it's going to be functional. But I think the QSOs take care of that part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I look for creativity when I look at the go boxes because there has to be some innovation that's going on in those to understand how they put it together, why they put it together. This is my thing about a GoKit is it needs to be extremely portable. You need to keep the tools and your tool set and everything that you would take out for POTA or anything else needs to be compact. That's a GoKit. It needs to be readily portable and functional so that you aren't taking up a lot of space. You know, when I can take a table, throw it in the back of my Jeep, a chair, a GoKit, an antenna, and I could be operational in 15 minutes or less. And that's regardless of whether it's a Delta loop on the top of my Jeep or if it's the 20-foot whip that Chameleon sells. By the way, that 20-foot whip works on all bands, all modes. And when I say all bands, I'm talking VHF and UHF on top of 6 meters through 160, though you do need a tuner for 6 meters and 160. So I could throw that antenna in there and I could be operational in less than 15 minutes. Now, vertical's not always optimal, but hey, if it gets me going and gets me supporting people, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's options like that. The whip that can just cover all your bands and takes up very little space. So just it's fun to be creative, you know, make you know, just anyway, just be creative. I don't want to dwell on that too much, but
that what Cole last year was a whip on top of a Wolf River coil to show that it could be done.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, we see some things done with radios in GoKit that you initially are going, wait a second, why is, and then there's some creativity and there's some use of radios that you never expected to see that it changed my mind what could be done or what couldn't be done. And I don't know. I've learned a lot over the time of doing that. Does my kit reflect it yet? No, I've got 2 4Us on the floor that still got to be built.
All right. Let's move. Let's shift it a little bit. So I think we're to Douglas. Douglas, did you have a good question here to bring up? Oh, you're muted. Hold on. I was getting feedback. There you go.
Yeah, himself.
Well, if I wanted to extend the GoKit challenge to Arizona, how could we do that? And also, what do you recommend for a big parking lot area, like maybe a church or something like that?
All right. 2 questions, guys. Who wants to take it?
Kelly, I'll do it if you don't. He's muted again.
I lip read him. I think he said go ahead.
Okay, so you want to do this in Arizona or whatever state you want to do it in, do it. All you got to do is get some solo cups, get some tickets, and tell guys you're going to do it. And what rules do you have to have? Yeah, what rules do you have to have? Now, we post our rules on gokitchallenge.org. Feel free to copy it. It's okay. And we encourage it. Now, I am going to throw down this. If you do it in your state, yeah, you haven't won until you've won the Hamburg Cup. Then you've won. Okay? And this is the most prized and coveted item for all the guys that are playing for GoKits. So, yeah. By the way, Enid, Oklahoma, it's here to come take. I'm just saying.
Oklahoma.
Scott, what about the Schaumburg Cup?
Oh boy. Douglas, my suggestion would be to find a handful of guys or a club and create it, start it.
Yep.
We don't have the market cornered. We don't have a trademark or anything like that. This is ham radio and it's supposed to be fun. And if you take this, if you set up a GoKit challenge in your community with your ham radio operators, make it successful. Do it however it is that you want to do it. You may want to make it more official and professional than what we do, more detail oriented, where we do it with the cups and it's really the attendees are the ones that are the judges. Do it that way. If you want to do it more like the checklist of, hey, if you've got this, 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 and this, and you score X points, you win. That's fine. That's the way your group wants to do a GoKit challenge. The idea really is to get GoKits out in the field, to let the older hams or the more experienced hams or whatever show off their skills and talents and mentor newer hams or folks that don't have a GoKit built yet. It's an opportunity for the new ham or the one who's thinking about building a GoKit. It gives them that opportunity to learn from others and get ideas rather than trying to reinvent the wheel from scratch. They can learn from others and build it up that way. We would love to see, I don't want to. We would love to see it happen in other places. Me personally, I don't want to run it in other places. I'm not real worried about making it this huge network that comes in to gather for a large competition for a nationwide GoKit challenge. Some people, that's what they want, and that's cool. They can do that. I'm no, but that's the idea is take it everywhere. Get ham radio operators involved in this kind of stuff, and just doing things that are ham radio related that are fun. Grow the hobby, grow your own talents and skills. That's the whole purpose of this.
Hear, hear.
Jody has a funny one. Probably don't rename it in Pig Latin.
Yeah, I know. It took me a second to try to read it. It's harder to read Pig Latin, I think it is to say it.
Oh, that's easy. Ogea Ikea El Challenger.
No, let's not read
I'm
it.
trying to pull it up at the same time Paul is.
Nope, you said it wrong. You said El Challenger, and it's Alinja.
Uh-huh. Okay. Tomato, right?
Freaking Californians. Anyway. All right.
That's okay, Paul. You know I don't say W, right? So.
All right,
Hey,
we're gonna
You know
move
what, Paul?
Before we move on,
Yeah.
there was a comment that I saw in the chat.
Okay.
And I think it was was it Julia or Julie? It's way down there now. Anyway, she
There's
said,
lots of comments from Julie.
Can she bring a purse or I don't remember, a GoKit bag or whatever? And bring it out.
A girl bag is what she said.
A girl bag.
If you want to bring a girl bag, hey, the key is, can it get on the air? Does it have an antenna? Does it have a power source? Does it have a radio? Can you get it on the air? If you want to bling it out, my daughter has decided that the steamer trunk needs to have LED lights. Cool.
She needs to submit she needs to submit it as hers.
Well, she has to get a license in order to submit it.
Yeah,
Well, can she make the QSOs with your call sign if you're standing there?
so that was an item that was actually discussed 2 years ago.
I think it was voted down.
We had a discussion
Oh yeah.
about actually doing a youth category, and specifically because Peyton did want to build a GoKit with her dad.
Mhm.
And we had to limit it to you must be ham.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Because
We
that's
do have a
the
few.
spirit of this. Now, would I like, we did change, we created the mobile category because of a gentleman that wasn't a ham. He couldn't have won that year, but he did almost win the next year after he had become a ham.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was
It was
the
Jared, I think, right?
yeah, the trailer
Yes.
vehicle.
Yeah, it was the
That was
trailer, yeah.
phenomenal.
It was a great
The
setup.
generator trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Julie says, yeah, she can get it on the air.
Very good.
It's Julie. She'll get anything on the air.
Yeah, she.
Bring it.
You know what
she'll
I'm thinking?
probably actually outdo her husband on getting things on the air.
You know what I'm thinking I might do? Maybe sometime later this year. Might take some work. We'll do a GoKit challenge live stream. But to enter, you have to come on the stream and show your kit. You can't just hide in chat. So just, you all know that. Anyway.
But most of those guys all show up and you live stream them anyways, Paul.
Ooh.
At GoKit. You've done
Well,
it. Frank's done
I'm going to
it.
do, Frank's not going to be there this year. I don't know who else is, but I am going to try to do interviews of each GoKit this year. I usually get too social and I don't make any videos. So I'm going to try to focus and get each GoKit on a video so we have it all.
I'll be there as well.
Oh yeah,
I'll
and
be
Michael
there.
and I think Sean will be doing it as well.
In
So
fact, I have several years in a row.
Well, divide and
I probably ought
conquer
to do a
those guys.
playlist of it.
I think I got
All right.
just about everybody's last year.
let's move to
lost.
Frankie,
Okay.
who doesn't go to Hollywood.
Maybe.
Well,
I go to Hollywood for a lot of things, but
we'll
not
leave that
that.
to the after chat. Let's get your question.
Who's to predetermine when? No, I'm joking. How about a specialized radio entry area? You know, some of us have Motorola Go kits or ICOM commercial Go kits, and I'm just using the HTs as an example. I have actual mobile rigs, but they're all downstairs, and I'm not trying to lug them up here to the studio.
So I think part of the idea of the GoKit, and this is just Kelly's opinion, to me, a GoKit is something that needs to be portable and something that's going to be able to transmit where you need it to, and that means, in my mind, if I'm deployed to serve in a Red Cross shelter and provide communications there, a handheld inside the building probably is not going to be sufficient for what needs to be done. Now, you might be able to crossband repeat out to your vehicle and send that, but we've kept that to being an actual kit rather than a handheld, because handhelds have so many limitations involved with them. Doesn't mean they can't change in the future, but go ahead.
So I wasn't necessarily. I was just using the commercial handhelds as the example because I can't really pull the mobile radio into view here.
Let me ask you something, Frank, before you continue on. Is how would you define it? How would you define that category?
Specialized mobile radios that the average ham can't program easily, I guess. So like
some can't afford.
So every Motorola, Baofeng, what else?
No, Motorola, Kenwood, ICOM, Harris.
$4,000.
Yeah, but think of what I'm asking the question in a functionality.
That's got to be on a national level.
In a functionality from a functionality perspective, like Scott was saying earlier about the function of it, right?
Right.
So how would you separate a specialized Go kit, its purpose, its use, its functionality, all that, and separate it from the rest? Just non-ham, non-amateur radio, then it kind of pulls away from.
No, so these radios can do ham radio. How well? Okay, maybe a better way of this is how well did they get their radio programmed in order to talk where they need to talk?
Yeah, but then you're just looking at a radio.
My Harris works perfectly fine on ham and P25.
So
but by your definition, my Baofeng can do the exact same job your Motorola does. It just does it clearer.
Okay, so we did have a gentleman that showed up with a kit that would be worn as a backpack that he could shadow somebody from the county that did not have ham radio or have ham radio license, but he could shadow them with a radio that would allow him to communicate for that individual that needed to do that. And was it a portable giant walkie-talkie in some fashion? But I mean, is that, or was it a portable handheld? No, it was not. It was put into a backpack that could be ported around and utilized for that individual that was not capable of being on the ham band at that point in time.
Yeah, but Scott, now we're going down the rabbit hole of what ifs. What would you use? I mean, you've got HTs that are more than powerful enough to fulfill that role. Now, okay, if you needed a 50-watt portable, you're really going to want to carry that on your. I know you're done having kids, but still, you're really going to want to carry that on your back at 50 watts. You know, I mean, you got to be realistic about it. You know, there was a question in there I saw that people were like, you know, what about FRS, GMRS? All of my radios are modded. So technically, not necessarily from a legality standpoint, but from an emergency standpoint, I can talk on Marine. I can talk on, which a lot of those Marine channels are shared with Railroad, but I can talk on FRS, GMRS, and MERS. So, you know, taking a ham radio and modifying it to be able to work outside the normal ham bands because you're going to be using it for emergency purposes, I don't see a problem with that. The legalities, everybody can debate that outside of the fact. Do I talk on GMRS on my mobiles right now? No. But can I? Yes.
I think the key word in this is kit as well. So I don't see a problem in using the radios and things like Frank is talking about. But how is it put together? Is it put together as a kit, or is it just here? I programmed this radio. I don't think that would qualify.
Oh no, it's put together as a kit.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we had talked about before, because now we've got people who are selling ready-made Go kits at the ham fests, and that really was not the spirit of the Go Kit Challenge. It's you're there to show off your skills and your abilities and share that with others. Not purchase a Go Kit off the shelf and just say I have a Go Kit and I win because I spent the most money on it. So we want it to be, we've made that determination. It has to be a Go Kit that you built. You can have a mentor that helps you and encourages you and gives you some guidance and direction, but you need to be the guy that, did the soldering that needed to be soldered. You're the person we're going to ask the questions to, and you need to be able to, explain, hey, this is why I chose this radio. This is why I chose this battery system. So we want it to be something that you created, not just something you went out and purchased.
I did get asked at a recent Hamfest where we were promoting GoKit some, whether a commercial vendor that sells these commercial kits could show up and enter, because technically he built the GoKit. And I said, there's no rules against that yet.
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth, if you built the kit and you're selling the kit, there's no rules against that.
Okay. Okay, so Scott, RJR Scott.
Yeah.
What we would need to do is get Simon, and he isn't here tonight, but Simon or Wes, Mr. Mudd's Radio Time, who was in here earlier, they need to come down from Canada with Stroke Whiskey 5 and bring their bicycle setups.
Well, by all means.
Yeah.
I expect to see a bike entered as a Go Kit here soon. We've heard of several that are in the area. They just have never showed up. And
Yeah,
I
spoke to a young man in Irving yesterday, and he said that it's a good possibility that he will try to bring his bicycle out to the Go Kit Challenge this year. So we'll just have to see. It'll go in the mobile category.
There you go.
I'm just looking here, guys. Was that the other? Wasn't it a two-part question or no, Frank? I
No.
forgot.
No.
Okay.
I will say this, Paul, if you'll highlight me for a second.
Just 1 second.
Just long enough for me to show this, yes. Tonight's dinner, brisket on bread.
Oh man, come on.
Hey, it's been sitting here for like 15 minutes now.
You might win with all your special Motorola radios if you have that sitting next to your Go Kit.
That's
yeah.
Yeah, a plate for each judge.
Bring Scott big screen.
You're muted, Scott.
Show this.
Here we go.
No, RJR Scott.
Wrong Scott.
Oh, wrong.
Yeah, let's
Scott.
talk about this real quick, just in case Scott or anybody has to go, because we're coming up on an hour.
There you go.
All right. Do you want which Scott is going to talk about it?
That's Scott.
Let's bring the craftsman in.
Well, you can keep Scott Boutwell highlighted there.
Okay,
But
all right.
So this is a Kershaw. It's kind of a semi equivalent to a Gurkha. Blade's about 9 inches long. You got a distressed American flag on the one side, and me being just on the patriotic side of things, we the people on the other one. Do not test how sharp it is, please. No. I barely brushed against it when I was taking the handle off and cut my hand. So my idea behind this was sell raffle tickets, and then Scott, Kelly, myself, or whoever pays for the website or any of that stuff, Nothing has to come out of pocket for us. That'll hopefully enough raffle tickets will sell that it'll cover at least a couple of years of the GoKit challenge, and then we'll raffle off something else. And I know I was muted when Frank was showing his brisket, but Frank, nobody from California should ever comment about brisket.
Amen.
Yeah, so many people in chat were talking about that. I have not only Italian roots but Texas roots, so I'm good.
And why did you move to California?
I was born here, unfortunately.
Hey, I think Jody, it's time for you to get a shirt. Thanks for your support, Jody.
So beyond Scott's contribution for the fantastic Kershaw, we did have another donation this afternoon of a $50 gift certificate to Alpha Antennas. So those both will be up for raffle at GoKit, and we set the price of $10 per ticket. So for $10,
What is that?
I don't know where that was. For $10, this could be yours. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, you all can put your $10 in, but we all know that my $10 is going to win it. So
That's true.
That
true.
goes
All
back
vendors, he wins.
No,
Some people do have just a little too much luck.
I'm putting more than $10 in.
it's an
Paul
awesome.
could
It's
put
an awesome.
$5 in and still win.
I'm putting at least 10 in just to support it. But if I won it, that's pretty cool. That's a sweet
Last name
night.
Chittenden.
So that goes back to the joke question I had of who's going to win, who's the predetermined winner this year.
I'll be honest. If I
I
had
haven't
won,
decided.
if I had won a second time last Saturday or yesterday, I would feel bad, but for maybe 10 seconds,
So
and then I'd go home with a Mark II.
you're
being
talking
very
about
happy.
winners yesterday. A mother won twice.
Yeah, she won
Her
twice. Yeah,
son won later in the day.
yeah.
And both of them have been, her husband had been a ham for years. But yeah, they came at different times of the day. They didn't show up together, yet that's the way that those tickets
Yep,
are drawn.
the way it goes. I just want to give this to Julie from POTA Power. They're always doing some pretty cool POTA live streams. So thank you for becoming a Prep Ham Piglet, Julie.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
All right. With that, let's move to the next. I think we're on Hillbilly Ham. Dave, are we on?
No,
you
I've
next?
already asked a question.
I got to drop, folks. Have a good
All
one.
right, Scott.
Appreciate
Thanks
you
for
joining.
coming.
Have a
We'll
good
see.
one,
We'll
Scott.
see you.
You
Yes,
bet.
God.
We'll see you at the
Everyone-
GoKit challenge.
I
Who
do have
am I
one
missing?
question about the.
Wait. Unless it's for Scott. Oh, too late.
I think you were
Dave.
the last one that hadn't asked a question.
No, Dave hasn't asked,
Oh,
but he
that's
did. I don't think he was prepared. So
I wasn't either. I just
if he has a
kinda
question,
headshot
great. Dave, what do you say?
Oh, I was just joking about my RV being able to enter.
No, actually,
Joke about
no,
your
it's not.
It's legit.
It's a mobile category.
You actually would.
If you can make it up here, yes, you can enter.
because
We
the
will make the
because
space
the
for you.
setup is the GoKit, whether it's in the
Okay.
mobile or not, it doesn't
Right.
matter. Mine was inside my Jeep. Sean's is inside his car. You know, it's all inside. The antenna might be outside, but
You're going to have to give tours, though.
yeah.
I can guarantee that.
Well, of course.
Well, he's proud of his Taj Mahal.
Yes.
Do we? Yeah, it's sweet, man. I can't wait to see it. I didn't make it
can't either.
impatient, unfortunately.
Okay, I
so-
gotta ask, what model of RV did you get?
It's a Alliance Avenue 333 BH.
Nice.
where he finds drive-through parking camp spots. for you.
Yes.
Hey, what
Would
that
not be a fun
V8
one to
makes
back
all
up.
the difference in the world.
Yeah.
73, Chris.
And Hillbilly
Chris.
Dave,
Um,
it's not 73, Chris. Hillbilly Dave, it's not a Taj Mahal, it's the Dave Mahal.
Yeah, really.
It's home. So, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do then here is, oh, hold on. Brooks, thank you so much. Always supporting the channel. I appreciate it for the super chat, man. That's awesome. Oh, Julie's rubbing it in now. She had the tour of the mesh mobile, right?
Yeah,
I saw, actually, there was a lot of people. You guys were, or no, wait, was it? Yeah, you were streaming from inside, right? Or was it outside?
from
Yeah,
right here.
Yeah,
And yeah,
Yeah, he was
I
inside.
think what Caitlin was coming. There was a whole bunch of people coming and going the whole time.
yeah.
So
Well, I allowed the girls to go to the bathroom in here instead
yeah,
of using the facilities.
they're clean.
And then everybody wanted a tour. So
All right, so let's
I'm
go.
looking at it
Let's
right
go.
now.
We'll go through some of these real quick, and there's no more questions by the end, then we'll go ahead and close it out. But this is from Chris, who just I think signed off. He's got in the nice. I think that's the Gigaparts bag. I got about 5 of those, and those are going to be my family's individual Go kits for emergency 72-hour grab and go kits. Well, let me scroll. And this is Ape. So as per usual, if he's
Just
still
the
in chat,
basics.
I did promise.
He forgot the lighter.
I did promise I wouldn't make fun of him, but he did also put a aeronautical mobile or an aeronautical frequency error.
I think that's the same bag I've got.
And
Hold on,
AI
though,
can't
Paul.
spell Pilsner, I guess.
That's a Baofeng. That's a Baofeng, and he doesn't like Baofeng, so that can't be the real ape. That's got to be a fake ape.
Well, I don't know. It's
that might be
someone's
the
hacked his
best.
system then. Ziggy's got something. I haven't heard from Ziggy in a while on post.
Get up here.
Is he even in here to explain this? I don't know what this
I
is.
didn't see him in
I
the
don't know,
chat.
but that's an interesting pointer there.
Yeah, the sticker's awesome. Well, I'm gonna have to ask him. It looks like some kind of maybe an infed or I don't see a second connector. Well, I'll ask him another time. Okay. Nice.
I recognize what's on the bottom there.
The Drake.
I've had my hands on that very Drake.
Oh, now here's the beauty of this thing. Now it's a little bit bulkier, right, with the manual tuner, but he can use practically anything as an antenna.
Yeah.
And have 100 watts as opposed to the G90. Beautiful setup there, Ziggy. Hooley's got it in a nice pack out style.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is, I think what we'll do is we'll have a GoKit. We'll probably do a couple more GoKit type streams, but we'll do one that's a kind of a contest closer to the end of the year. And then maybe another show us your GoKit, like I did the show us your shack or pimp my shack type stream. So, and then you guys can go over what's in there and as if you're in a GoKit challenge. So, TJ, I didn't see TJ in chat. Is he in chat? TJ posted. He's a CW guy. He's got his own channel. I think K9KJ will get you to it.
He was in earlier. I did see him earlier.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah.
Good to see you, TJ. Okay, here's Dave's. So that's the whole setup. And this is the interior. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the shack.
With all of his Spec 5 devices.
Yes.
Questions, Dave. So
Yeah.
that's the bunkhouse section. I can tell that.
Yep.
Now, is the radio set up in the slide out?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's the slide out.
That's the slide out.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
that's in front of me, and then behind me that was a bunk, and it's now storage.
Okay.
And then there was a flip down bunk. There was actually 2 bunks where the desk setup is.
Nice.
Had them remove both of those. So yeah, the whole thing slides out and in.
Okay.
The 3D printers will be, or the 3D printer will be mounted behind me.
Now,
to keep the floor clear.
yeah. Now, how much do you actually drive the RV? Now, how much do you move the RV, or is that more of a permanent location?
Monthly
deal?
is the plan.
Okay.
I've been in it about a month now. I've already took it to Hamcation and back.
Thanks, Frank.
I'm renting a house still right now. So the kids pulled all the furniture out this week. So it's just cleaning it up and turning it back over. And then this will all I have.
Okay.
And then from there at the end of March, I go up by Temple for about a month and a half, 2 months. And then back down here because I'm going to be a grandfather. And then from there, just slowly start working my way up towards the Hamfests. And
Are you in Texas? You're back in Texas now?
Yeah, I'm back in Texas.
Okay, because Grouch is here, and I'm hoping to do a POTA on a Thursday or Friday with him.
He's
I don't
back.
know.
He's here already. I don't plan on being up at Circle 6 till first week of April, which is also
Okay.
my birthday, 50th birthday. So
Okay. All the everyone can send him black cards and black balloons. I
yeah,
think that's for the 50th, right?
yeah.
Yes.
So he says he's around Waco or somewhere. I think I'm trying to find one of the better POTAs that's kind of between the both of us. So
Yeah, he's up
Um,
up by Temple. I mean,
I
he's
suggested
same place that
Mammoth
I'm
to
going
him
to
the other
go.
day.
yeah. So anyway, look for that. I'm sure between Grouch and I, we're going to live stream something or at least make a video. But looking forward to that because I didn't get to POTA with him at Huntsville or Hamcation. So
And we're both going to be at Belton. So if you want to come down to Belton,
now here's the thing with Belton. Unfortunately, Claremore, which I guess is a big ham fest, is going that same weekend. So I don't know if I'll do Claremore or Belton. Since Belton is in the fall, I might do Claremore, but I really don't want to drive 4 hours to Claremore.
Did they really
rather-
plan it again the same weekends this year?
Yep, same weekend.
Same
So
They
weekend.
did that last year. It hurt them
Hours
both.
or so to Belton. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't know where I'll be. I might see it Belton because it's closer.
Not
But anyway.
really. No, not really, Paul.
I put it on Google Maps.
I've
Claremore is
driven
4 hours. Belton is 2.
I've driven both. If you take the right road to Oklahoma, it's only like 2.5. No, it's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
You got to take 3 hours up the what do you call it, past Eisenhower, up through Muskogee, and on up that direction. If you go up through Oklahoma City, oh yeah, it's much longer.
Yeah, it's a little further that way.
But I
Well,
mean,
and the
compared
other
to Belton, I spend the same amount of time between the two.
The other thing too is if I'm going to drive to Claremore and then literally the next week drive up to Moore, practically the same drive. So I don't know if I want to do back to back. We'll see. I don't know. Either way, I'm going somewhere and I'm going to be staying overnight. So it's either Claremore or Belton. So this was Ronnie W4TRI. Is he the one that asked for the Discord? Maybe that's his. He's still in chat.
That's cool.
This would be a
Yes.
great mobile entry. This would be a great mobile entry, Ronnie.
That would be cool.
And I like the color, skinny green.
You said something about go to his QRZ page.
Oh, I thought I clicked on. Oh, that's not the. So I got to click on this link. Oh, it's down here. Give me 1 second. Let me move this around. All right, there's his GoKit. Look, he started with a trike, and he has ended with a trike. Look at that.
Very cool.
He's just
Now-
upgraded. That's all. Very
Yeah,
nice.
Frank. This
I
might be
remember
a
those.
specialized. This is a specialized division.
Right.
Curtain
Sure,
Crash
we'll
Division.
go with that.
what's funny is that radio that he's got in his hand is the same frequency spectrum that GMRS is trying to get now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna
really?
say,
Interesting.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we were
remember
talking
those.
about those radios earlier.
I remember those radios.
Nice. This is cool.
That is cool.
Is that a
Nice setup.
GPS?
Oh,
Like a GPS unit there? What is that?
It's either the GPS or it's just
Rock
the
Bros.
speedometer thing.
Rock Bros, maybe.
What radio is that? That's my main question.
It's an ICOM, right? No,
Is it a
No, that's
51?
the old Yaesu, isn't it?
that's not a 400.
he's gonna have to tell us.
No, old Yaesu.
No, it's got to be older than 400.
Yeah,
300?
Maybe tell. Now that's a sweet flag.
It is on the old school pick.
That's awesome. I love this flag.
He says bike.
That's awesome. That'd be a
computer.
great mobile entry.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's a
We were all
the
no,
radio
I
is a
love it.
TM350.
Okay.
Kenwood?
FTM
Yeah, is that
350.
Kenwood?
TM350.
Oh,
I
F-
did.
I knew like
I remember
I
that. Yeah,
knew
I
I
remember
liked
that one.
all right. So that is it there. I have what I had up, but it's not here. Oh yeah, it's right here. Let me show. This is a buddy of mine in Oklahoma, and he sent it to my email instead of Discord for some reason. So this is kind of your basic setup, but he's got nice light up here. Here's the battery, all the wires, everything's underneath. Antenna here, very simple, basic, clean setup. And then he's got one more here. And then here's the HF. So Zygoot amp, I believe, is what that is.
I've got that
And
app.
that's the Cobalt, just a tool bag. Those are really good. They zip closed. very durable. They usually got a solid base, and then again back in a Pelican type case with all the wires and everything underneath. So very cool, Dan, if you're watching.
So it's like MERS bags.
Yep, with bags for accessories, whatever you want. He's got another light up here, the dial. He's got, looks like what is this? The band plan maybe right here. So very cool, Dan.
Very nice.
But my suggestion to anybody that's not in the Texas general area, North Texas general area, is start one with your club and get it going. It's fun.
Or just get a group of guys together and start one.
Or just jump on a plane, fly on out here and
have fun with it.
I think that's
that's the key thing, is have fun with it. We want you to enjoy it. We designed it as a learning opportunity, a place where people can gather together, learn from one another, share their experiences, talk about what their goals are, because you think about it, every GoKit's going to have its own specialty based on what the operator wants to be able to do. So to learn and take ideas from one another and help one another build is really the key behind everything that we're trying to do with this competition.
Mm-hmm. All right. Any other questions? Have we missed anything in the chat?
We got the most important thing that we need to talk about. When and where.
Oh, that's a good point there, Kelly.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me embiggen you for that.
Let me tell you. So Highland Village, Texas, it's at Doubletree Ranch Park. It is Saturday, March 21st, and we're going to get there around 8 o'clock in the morning. We're going to collect all of the cups around noon to announce the winners. We have the pavilion rented until 4 o'clock, so it's not like you've got to pack up and leave right away. You'll still be able to hang out and play. The pavilion is quite large. The yard where we let everyone set up is about 4 acres. And so there's plenty of space to get antenna separation. You can set up your kit, your tent, your pop-up shelter. However it is you set up your area, that's how you do it. Come early because there will be breakfast tacos or breakfast burritos available. One of the clubs brings out coffee and drinks and accepts donations for that. And then they use that money to pay for Texas State Parks on the Air that comes up in April. So we'd love to have you come out. 301 Highland, is it 301 or 310?
310.
Highland Village Road. 310 Highland Village Road in Highland Village, Texas. It's right off I-35E, just north of Louisville. You would take the FM 407 or the Garden Ridge exit. And we'll have a talk-in station, 145.17. Trying to remember the offset on that one. 110.9 is the PL tone. It's either a positive or a negative on the offset, your choice. So you got a 50-50 chance. Program both in the radio and see what you get. No, it's W5NGU. It's in the repeater book, so you can hunt that down, or somebody can find it real fast for me.
It should be negative.
Is it negative? Okay. So 145.17, negative offset, PL tone 110.9. That's going to be our talk-in station. We'll give you directions. And we look forward to seeing a huge turnout. We've been pleasantly surprised with the turnouts that we've had in the recent years. It's been a pretty amazing event, and I love being a part of it.
We've had a spectrum of weather.
Yeah.
That's a good point, and we've determined it is a rain or shine event. So if it's too rainy and too nasty to be out in the field, that's fine. We'll all just huddle underneath the pavilion and talk to one another and have a good time. We'll figure something out. Again, we don't take it too serious. It's supposed to be a fun event and an opportunity for us to learn from one another. But we've been out in freezing temperatures. We've been out in misty, rainy, yucky kind of temperatures and weather. We've had 1 or 2 really nice days in the 7 years we've already done this. This is our 8th annual, and we're excited about it.
Okay,
so
this isn't really
we're not too serious about it, but if you can't operate in adverse weather, you're disqualified.
We did almost freeze one year. It was cold. It was really cold.
All right. Well,
this isn't really a question here, but Jody asks, or Jody says, in 10 years, there'll be GoKit regional champions meeting for a national challenge.
Wouldn't that be fun?
You know,
Right?
I would love to sit back and watch that happen.
Yeah, sit
I don't
back
wanna
and
win it.
watch is the key.
Exactly.
If they decided to do something at that level, I think Kelly and I could probably drive to Dayton that year.
There you go.
If they decided to make it go to that level, I would commit to going to Dayton.
That would be fun.
You hear that, ARRL? Get on it.
I think
Or
it's
Huntsville.
cool. I hope more clubs and more locations do this stuff. And,
I think we need to get more clubs involved. Not rely on the ARRL.
Oh, I
yeah, this is
It
more
was
of
a joke, Dave. It was a joke.
more of a grassroots thing. Get the ham radio guys to do it and set it up in their own
Yeah, just get
their
hams
own
to do
areas,
it.
and keep it fun. Like Kelly was saying earlier, don't make it to where it's so rigid or whatever that you don't enjoy doing it, because you will burn out, just like in other things in ham radio.
You know, that's one thing that we in this area, and especially in the Denton Club, had a mentor that, and I'm not going to mention his name because we do that all the time up here, but he encouraged us to think outside the box. He encouraged us to play radio and to not be so serious about radio all the time. This is supposed to be a hobby. This is supposed to be fun. And if we get too serious with it, that takes all the fun out of it. Get out and play with your radio. And that's what this was intended to do, is play radio.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. So Hollywood just woke up.
Yeah.
And
What did he
thing.
miss?
What did
Pretty
he
much
miss?
everything, Hollywood.
Pretty much.
Um,
Brooks, WB6EDK, Brooks, we don't have to go to Texas to do this. We can do this with our respective clubs. You can get it started with W6TRW down there in SoCal, and I have about 3 or 4 clubs that I could get it started with here in NorCal. We don't got to go to Texas. We can do our own thing.
But
Yeah,
I'm
and then
going to tell you, though, if you want to take the Hamburg Cup home, you have to come to Texas. So
That's the only catch.
and
You just got to
and
bring
see-
it back the next week.
And here's the thing: you guys can do your own thing in California.
They can come and maybe win the Hamburg Cup. But
No, we ain't gonna let that happen.
Yeah,
Sean,
but then
let
the
that
Hamburg, Hamburg Cups comes to our states with us. Then what?
we may have to come take it back.
then you have a GoKit challenge at your area, and we go and we try to get it back.
So
There you go.
I usually go and collect all the prizes in January. So they're back where they've got to be to have the next event in Texas. Now, we've yet to have had the cup leave the state. That could get interesting.
But it has left the area.
It did.
HMRD is the
It
furthest,
did
right?
go to Huntsville one time.
It didn't leave the area.
Oh, he didn't take it, did he?
Handed it right back to me just after we gave it to him and said, I can't do this. If I
I
take
don't
it
want to
home,
be
break it."
responsible.
He goes, I don't want to be. He was terrified he was going to break it, and yeah, so
That's why I like the license plate in the mobile division.
You know, somebody made a comment earlier about what does it cost. I want to share with you the Hamburg Cup probably wasn't but $4.99 at a Goodwill. The other little cup, I don't remember where it came from,
it
but
was $1. You bought
yeah,
it. You bought
it's
it
on the
at-
same scale. I think we paid $10 for the license plate because we had it custom made. We run this on such a shoestring. It's just amazing. And, you know, like I said earlier, the
And
things
guys-
that our other local ham operators provide just to make this thing happen. Last year, several of the clubs were struggling financially. And one of the guys just comes up to me and hands me $20 and he says, hey, I know the clubs aren't able to do much this year, but here, you know, take this and use it. So the guys, you know, our community here is just an amazing group of ham radio operators that really just have the heart of teachers and the heart of, you know, mentors to help one another and to make this hobby a lot of fun and make it really great. So I really love what we get to do here.
I love the fact that you've got this many grown men that are fighting over $4 cup. and
Hell
then
yeah.
throwing smack around on radio.
It's the
About
bragging
when-
rights.
It's yeah. For 8 years they've been fighting for this thing. This is funny.
No, it hasn't been for 8 years. That's been what, 7 years?
In 7 years. This will be the 8th year they fight.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I'm looking. 2019 was the first year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was right when I started. Whenever I first year I got my license, I remember that.
Yeah. Then COVID hit, so that put a damper in for 2 years. And then
did.
21 is the next year. So.
Yep.
Frank's going
We
to
do
start
have
dropping.
one question in my chat.
73
I wanna bring
Kelly.
up.
Frank's going to start dropping everyone's links for their YouTube channels. So
Okay.
if you're not subscriber to everyone, pretty much everyone here has a channel. Well, maybe not Kelly or Scott, but I think everyone else does. But Scott has the
I
ham
do,
stop.
but I don't
Scott's
follow
got the
Scott.
ham stop.
Yeah,
I'm
Scott's got
dropping
the
the
ham
ham
stop.
stop here in just a second. So
The one
Someone had a
question-
comment for Sean.
Yeah, we do got one question on my chat that I kind of want to bring up.
Yep.
What classifies as the mobile category? Does it have to be driven or road?
Driven, rode, or pulled. So if it's a trailer, like a travel trailer or something like that, a communications trailer.
If you're riding a horse in, if you got enough balls to ride a horse in and have a radio attached to the horse, okay, fine. I'm going to vote for it.
You will win with just the horse.
Yeah.
So like
Scott,
the
I'm
tricycle.
sorry. Scott, I'm sorry. It's Texas. Of course, someone's going to ride in on a horse eventually. It's
I'm going to come in on a.
guaranteed.
I'm going to come in on a longhorn with the horns tuned to 2 meters.
Yeah. Do it.
I don't know. There's some
Or-
that might
or a wire
actually
between the
stretch
tips
to
of each
6
horn.
meters.
Dipole running through his ears.
You tell me if that would not end up on QRZ. Because it would.
Would
That
be
would
fun.
be awesome.
That'd be on the QRZ and Ham Sexy.
I might
All
need
right.
to make some phone calls, but I might get to make it happen.
How about
No
strapping a
strapping
radio to
radio.
a skateboard?
I was thinking of a wagon. It's mobile, got wheels.
It's got wheels on
Right.
it.
There
You
was
know
a
what?
little, there was a little
If you get
kid
the votes,
right
go
here-
for it.
Yeah.
There was a little kid right here the other day that was on one of the 2-meter repeaters that he was dragging a radio around in his wagon behind a bike out
Yeah.
near the Robeson Ranch area, and he was talking on the repeater. He was
Mhm.
over visiting his grandparents, and he took his radio out for a ride. And somebody was talking about GoKit, and he's kind of like, "Could I enter my bike in my wagon with my radio as a
That's
GoKit?"
mobile.
By all means, it goes in the mobile category. We have a category for that, as well as you could go 50 and over at that point. Yeah, it would be cool. So,
Well, remember
right.
the trike that Ronnie showed us earlier, and also Wes on Mr. Mudd's radio. He's ridden his bike around making QSOs,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
on HF. So
Yeah, but say somebody came down from Oklahoma and that's what they were entering. Are they going to have to write it from Oklahoma to be entered?
we need to see a mileage, the number of the little meter.
They may have to ride it around the parking lot while making a QSO.
Almost on the air.
Oh my gosh.
That's
You
Hollywood.
gotta ride it
Hollywood.
from the hotel. That's all.
Hollywood, really?
Thomas on the air.
Well, if the horse fits, why not?
Hey,
So
they
is
do have some nice buggies up there that they make.
Yeah.
So
Ronnie's got a trailer
maybe somebody
too.
can enter
So,
one of those.
Somebody said that
All
makes
right.
a whole new reading to radio flyer.
Hey, I've got a question. Can I bring our club's trailer down there and enter it?
Not enter it. So we've had discussions about doing.
No, I'm talking about I won't enter it as a club. I'll bring it down and enter it under my name.
No.
If you built it,
Did you build
if
it?
you're the one that built it.
You
I'm
have
one
to
of the
build
ones that
every
helped build
aspect
it.
of
Now,
Nope, all
honestly,
of
if
it.
you would like to bring it down just to show it off, man, we would love to have that.
Yeah.
We've invited some of the emergency management folks here in our area, if they want to bring out just to show off some of their equipment and that kind of thing. The clubs are welcome to do that as well. Just to say, hey, here's some ideas that we have for our club that we've put together, because there may be other emergency management type groups or Aries and Races groups that come into the area and go, hey, we could do this, or I like the way that's set up. Let's modify ours, those kind of things. So in the spirit of the GoKit challenge, yeah, bring it, because let everyone see what you're doing in yours, because they may want to implement or you may see something in theirs that you want to implement. So,
Won't be able
yeah,
to do
will it
this
enter the
year.
competition? No. Would we
We're-
love to have it? Yes.
drive up to More Expo. A bunch of us from Texas are going to be there, and you'll see that. You'll see it. They got their club rig out there at More Expo.
There was discussion at one point of actually encouraging in our area, creating a club version of this, or a club or a county version of this, where you could get state, county club vehicles together and actually compete so that the counties themselves could see this is something new that another county's doing or they've created or they've done. And that's when Kelly and I said, okay, look, we've got enough going already with all the other things that we do. That, no, somebody else can do that one.
You just gave me an idea because we've got a ton of clubs up here that have trailers and emergency communication trailers.
Dude,
That's actually a good idea.
Would love to see it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'd like to build one for myself, but I can't. So.
And Dave, on top of that, it was also built on a Friday, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
the 13th
after lunch.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
old Elkhart, Indiana.
Let's go through the list. If you've got anything to announce, now's your chance, Michael.
Just uploaded a video at 9:30, so got a little late, but better late than never. I do announce the GoKit challenge on there, but at the same time, it's not necessarily a ham radio related, but it is shills, so you can't beat that.
Nice.
All right, John, WTF Radio.
We'll have a video from the Irving Ham Fest coming up this week. Had a fun time there, and that's all I got coming up.
Did you meet the winners of the radios?
I did not get them on. I did not get them.
Well, there's
sorry,
one
Paul.
winner right there.
I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I missed the Ham Fest.
And did you edit me
Colin
out of the
missed it.
video?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to edit you out of the video.
I got to blur Kelly's face.
Kelly talks
you
about
sign a
GoKit in
release?
there. I can't.
You-
I can't.
Use AI to make me look pretty.
How about I superimpose Scott over you? How about that?
No.
Sean, what you do is you make a VTuber of Kelly and just impose that over the video.
Chavez, I think that would just be a regular GoKit because that's what I have in a backpack. All right, Frank.
Well, right after you hit end, I'm going live with an overnight live stream. I have, let's see, tonight, Sunday night, Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. I also have that. Thursday nights, I have Fix My Shack. Name might change a little bit, but come on. Let us know what your shack might be having a problem with, and we'll see if we can fix it. Either me and chat, just me, just chat. It doesn't matter. Then there's Fridays with Frank. So come on by for that. It's a Q&A AMA, and y'all get to make fun of me because I make fun of myself. So come on by and have fun.
And Frank he's a trooper. He takes all the bullying and the beating very well.
Yeah,
But anyway, he makes it fun. So thanks, Frank.
I try to make it as fun as I can because Frank is fun. You know, they both start with the letter F, right?
Well, there's other things that start with F, but we won't go there.
I wasn't going to go there, Paul, but okay.
How about Douglas? What you doing? What you doing in the shack? You got anything coming up?
Not really. I've got a few plans on organizing stuff and putting new shelves up, but I don't have anything, any videos coming out in the next week or so.
All right.
I did go to Old China Dam up north of Lake Pleasant here in Arizona.
Oh, cool.
I might put a quick video for that together, but
yeah,
I didn't do any amateur radio there. The only amateur radio there was my buddy's truck. His little taco that we took up there, because my 2-wheel drive F-150 will not be able to get that back road in there, especially the last 200 feet. But
well, get a video out. That'd be a cool one, man.
So
Yeah.
I'll have to edit it and figure it out, and it'll take me quite a while to get that done. But I might spend a Sunday or something doing that.
All right. Hillbilly Ham.
Well, just had that one video I put out with the POTA and the Delta Delta Loop add-on, and I was actually shot a bunch of video today to do a complete review of that antenna. And after watching the video, now I got to redo it. So I got that. That's the next video coming up. And then, of course, Frank's idea when he was going to die on the mountain last night that a 710 is better than a DX. I'm going to do a compare. It is not, and I'm going to do a comparison on
No
it
way.
because I've got both radios, and we'll see if the 710 if 710 does it, which I know it's not going to because I've already had them side by side. You'll still see it, but
There you
Frank's going to die on this mountain.
Traveling
I
ham.
will. Because
Traveling
the
hams
710
just. Go ahead, Frank.
The 710 has better receiver quality than the DX10.
All right, never mind.
for
Never mind,
me.
Frank. I take the floor back from you, Frank.
Yes, Traveling ham. I do have a face.
Yeah, Dave he has a face.
Hey, what's the best radio there is? The one you got.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
All
it.
right, Dave with the Mesh Dealer and Seed Studio. Anything coming up, or do you want to?
Yeah, actually, tomorrow I will be live with Poda Power, specifically Julie from Poda Power, and we're doing Mesh for Blondes. So,
that's right.
Oh, this will be
Awesome.
fun to watch.
Oh wait, did we?
Low
That
level.
would be fun.
Oh, I like on that one.
Oh yeah, that's it. Is it? Are you going to be streaming, or is it going to be on Poda Power?
It's going to be on Poda Power. So I just sent the link.
All right, let's get that in there.
For
those who don't know,
dropped it in chat already.
He's already got it in chat.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you gave him a blue wrench.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering why it doesn't say Poda Power. I just see a bunch of numbers for some reason.
It's not blue
Because
wrench
that-
anymore. It's a blue badge.
That's the link directly to the live stream. It's
Oh,
not
to the
just
video.
to the channel. Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
directly to live.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Kelly, you got anything else?
Not really, but I was going to say there's a lot of YouTubers on here. And Scott, we need to make sure that these YouTube channels are on our digitally speaking website.
That's
I'm
Sean's
on it.
job.
Sean
Okay,
can do that.
Sean, there you go.
Sean's job.
Yeah, Sean does a weekly 2 p.m. stream of our digitally speaking net, which has been going for a long time. It's a great net. So check that out on WTF Radio, WTF.radio with an E. Why did you have to make that difficult?
What's my last name? That's
No,
why I
the-
put radio.
All right, whatever. Anyway,
Hold on. Mesh Dave, I have a clarification because what I have on my thing is different than what you just put. Is it 7 Central or is it 6 Central? Because for me, it's showing as 4 Pacific. 4 Pacific.
Oh, no, I
which
guess
would
it's
be-
6 p.m. Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
well,
6 p.m.
the time change has been messing a lot of stuff up.
well,
Well,
everyone just
no,
everyone needs
it's
to
been quirky.
subscribe. It's listed there. I remember seeing it. So just subscribe to it and go check out Poda Power.
Yep.
And
I'll
you'll
bet
see
you,
when it is.
I'll bet you they did it at 6 so they don't compete with TO Stream.
Probably.
Yeah.
And Brooks is blonde. He's gonna tune into that. So we'll see you there, Brooks.
Yeah. I would like
and you
to
don't
invite-
have to you don't have to bleach your hair to watch.
No.
I'd like to invite everybody to check in on All Star if you guys are far enough away.
Yeah, what's the all-star number?
All Star node is 41087. 41087.
2 p.m. Central Time.
2
You
p.m.
wanna get on
Central
the,
every Sunday.
Yep, every Sunday.
I'll try to have my All-Star node rebuilt before next weekend, Sean.
All right.
Sean, do you have next week?
I do not, but I think
God's
we'll talk
laughing.
about that.
Scott, you got anything else?
Maybe we'll talk Michael or Paul into it.
Yeah, there you go. Paul, you want to take next week?
You know my schedule. I don't get home till about 2:40.
I know. Unfortunately, I have next week. Maybe we'll get Jordan to do it instead, right? Anyhow, yeah, I stop by GoKitChallenge.org, and you can always visit us at Hamstop. We'll see you at Claremore. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well-
I'll have to see if I can find you because I think I'm coming down to Claremore.
Dave, you stop by the table.
I will.
I'll give you a sticker.
Dave, I'll give him a sticker so he can give to you of mine too.
No, you got to go yourself, Sean.
I might have you
Make-
go to Belt. I might be going the opposite direction.
You have to
We'll
make
see.
the drive. Belton is in fall too. Claremore's probably where I'll go.
I heard rumors that might change next year.
We'll see. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining. Again, I'm going to run the credits here. We're going to keep talking, and when it runs out, we're going to end the show. So say your goodbyes. We'll run credits, and then I want to thank everybody.
You have
for
it
tuning in.
redirected properly, right?
Yes, I do.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.
Al.
Thanks,
So I'm doing
guys.
it this way because Restream is stupid.
Dumb.
Well, there you go, Dave. Everybody free.
Freeze frame, everybody. Bob and Doug McKenzie. Actually, their faces were more like this. Oh, you guys can't even see me. I don't know why I'm doing that.
Can't even see you, Paul. We're just guessing over here.
Go watch Strange Brew if you haven't.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's Paul's first time streaming or something.
It is. Look, it works perfect when running from my computer.
And then he's got Tank running over the top of all of them, right?
Not all of us. Didn't hit me.
Well,
right,
my
everybody.
father-in-law was driving,
See
so
y'all
you know,
next week.
problem.
Thanks for joining. We'll see you later.
Bye, Al.